into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team... We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's ball. He was looking for some running room, but not. He found as he stopped at the 18. Power football with the run. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all.
Going for the big play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Just ran over it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Converts on 4th down, still going. And there was lots to the 39-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gators are on the move. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Send the tight end in motion. On the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They booted away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
We'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Brown. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. To the air, it's Lagway. Got the quick pass. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's ball. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Grab behind the line. It's ball. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and try to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
13, Oregon, 0.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hughes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Punt goes out of bounds and didn't do a whole lot to flip field position as they'll take over at the 40. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decided...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is the score. Florida 19, Oregon 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pep.
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Delivers the stiff arm. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls in the deep ball. Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and then didn't rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Trying to make magic with his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll immediately call timeout.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quarterback keeps it. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He might want another play. On 3rd down, going up top. Quick completion on the out. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. Bears the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through it, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the it is 7. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Moore will throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Under fire.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Finds a little space.
Returner is brought down at the 39. And your Florida Gators will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. He's loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Gators are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. To the air on first down. The screen, and watch out. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down?
Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Scrambling away. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Inside the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Moore will throw. They've got the screen set up. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now adjusting. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Number 29, set to kick this one.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go.
He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Turning it on. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 10. But they are in business in the red zone.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The option look. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Right on the money. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The lone back's got it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense, got him at the 27. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.